Hello everyone and welcome to the Thursday video. Today, as you can see, it is just me, and that is because we are going to be talking about the RealReal, and I'm going to be giving you an update for what happened for me in July for the RealReal. I do these around the 15th. I try to do like the closest date to the 15th every month because the RealReal pays out once a month and they pay on the 15th. And so I have the most accurate sales, counting like returns, counting whatever, what I'm actually going to be getting money for. And so yeah, that's why I do it around this time each month. As usual, if you are interested in signing up for the RealReal, I am an affiliate with them. That doesn't mean that I change my opinions or anything on them. That just means that I reached out to them and asked them if I could be in the affiliate program. So if you're interested in joining, you can email me or DM me your first and last name and your email, and you can be added to my RealReal family tree. So as usual, I'm going to start off with what the RealReal accepted for the month of July, and then we're going to move on to what actually sold in July. I did have an extremely good month, and I'm going to be getting a big check from them this month. You'll see why. It's not necessarily for normal reasons, but yeah, we'll get to that at the end. So let's start off with what they took. So the first consignment box that they accepted for me in July was on the 13th, and what they accepted was this rag and bone merino wool jacket, and they listed that at 80 bucks, and I will be getting 40% of that. That is an okay price with me. I found that at the bins, I believe. I listed it for a while, but it was not moving. Then they accepted this Parker printed V-neck blouse with tags, and this was listed at $50. They always list Parker pretty low, so I knew that it was gonna be listed at that. I believe I got this at a TJ Maxx for like $5 or $6. So I don't know, I might end up breaking even, but Parker doesn't always do super well for me on Posh, so I ended up sending that in. Then they accepted these Dion Bon Furstenberg crew neck long sleeve top, and they put this at $50 as well. I thought it was really cute, and I tried listing it for quite a while, and it literally didn't have a single like, so I did send that in. Then this helmet line printed crew neck top, kind of the same situation. I did try listing it, it just has not been doing very well. Another Parker, but it's a printed mini dress this time. See, this was listed at $50 as well, so yeah, no matter kind of what the piece is, they do tend to list Parker pretty low. And to finish it off was another Parker printed V-neck blouse with tags. It's kind of weird they priced this one at 65 bucks, even though it is the same blouse as that first one, and they both are new with tags, so I'm not totally certain why that's the case. Then on the 21st, they accepted another box from me, and in that they took this pair of Lafayette 148 virgin wool wide leg pants, which they priced at $50. Those were bins find. I don't think I would probably ever buy something like that at the thrift store unless it was dirt cheap and I would just buy it to send it in. Then they accepted this Oscar de la Renta Eyelet trim nightgown. They, I think, put this through a more rigorous authentication process, so there is not a photo yet and it is slowly moving through the system, but it does say accepted now, so there's, yeah, no picture, but they did take it. And last in this box was this pair of Marc Jacobs leather ballet flats, and they were listed at $50, and I'll get 40%. Marc Jacobs is another one that they don't mark up very high, but I still send it in if I just cannot sell it myself. In the next box, which was the next day, on the 22nd, they accepted this Ysl Wool Blazer, which has no photo yet, this Boss by Hugo Boss virgin wool pair of dress pants, no photo on that, and this Ermenegildo Zegna wool pleated pant, and that also has no photo yet. But they took this Mata silk mini dress. This was a new brand to me. It was completely silk, and it said Mata New York, and so I had a feeling it was expensive, and sure enough I looked it up and it was, so I sent it in because there wasn't much for it on Posh, and it didn't look like it sold well, and I just kind of wanted to move it along quick, and RealReal sells fast. So, and last in this box was this pair of Giorgio Santangelo wool straight leg pants. Those were in the bins. I had never heard of this brand, and I looked it up, and the RealReal had taken it a few times, and so I sent it in, and they listed it at $50. I am not surprised because they always list pants and skirts at 50 bucks, it seems like. The next box they got was on the 29th, and they accepted 2 out of 5 items in this box, and the first one was a Givenchy studded button-up shirt. All it says is accepted and there's no photo. Once again, I believe they put it through a further authentication process. And same with this Calvin Klein 205 West 39 NYC color block pattern short sleeve top. This also has no photo yet. It's super cute and I actually wanted it for myself, but I don't know, didn't fit me very well. Next up was a box on the 31st. They accepted 2 huge boxes on the 31st, so here we go. These are also the last 2 of the received in July. So first off was this Christian Dior. It's a jacket. It doesn't even say that yet, once again. Being authenticated, I believe. There was also a Fendi dress in there that is still being authenticated because it only says received. It doesn't even say accepted yet, but I promise you it's real. And that's actually all that was in that first box, it looks like. On the other box from the 31st, they accepted this red St. John blazer, and they're pricing it at $100, and that is totally fine with me. That's, I think, kind of the average for what they price St. John jackets at, is about $100 to $125. Next up was this St. John sport striped mock neck sweater. This is accepted and with photo, but it has no price yet, but I'm sure, like I said, it'll be $100 to $115. Then this Sony animal print asymmetrical bodysuit. This is not a bodysuit, it is a mini dress. I do not know why they called it that, but it's being priced at $50. They do not mark Sony up. I would say if you find Sony, definitely try to sell it yourself. Same with Miss Sony. They just don't price it high here, so either find something non-RealReal to do with it or sell it yourself. Unless it's this. I just did not like this dress. I thought it was not that cute at all, and so that's the only reason I sent it in. Then they took this St. John Sport goat leather biker jacket. Now this was bougie, and they're pricing it at $200, and that's awesome because anything priced $200 or more, I will get 70% of. So anything I can get them to price $200 plus is awesome. And they took this rag and bone scoop neck sweater that they're pricing at $50. I would have sold this myself too, but it was a very dated style with the like wider neck, and so I sent that in. And last but not least, for what they received in July from me was this St. John Sport striped turtleneck sweater, and this they will probably price once again at $100 to $125, but they have no price on it yet. Also, if you hear that noise, that is Ryan shipping, because it is early in the morning and he's getting both of our shipping done with. So let's move on to what sold for the month of July 2020. So the first sale for this month was this Sale silk mini dress. This is a really expensive kind of like prom-y bridesmaids dress brand. I have found it twice in the bins and I've sent it into them both times, and they marked it like pretty high, but it always ends up selling at a really low clearance, so I'm sure they're gonna start marking it a lot lower. But this one sold for $19, which is 80% off, and so I will get $9.50. Not much, but for a bin silk fine, that's not that bad. Then I sold this Ganni short sleeve mini dress. Ganni is a really, really nice, really luxurious brand. They make such cute stuff, but one time they made a dress for Anthropologie, and that's what this is. And I really, really didn't like it, and it's not that cute, and it's from forever ago. I feel like a lot of people have found this dress, and it just doesn't do well anywhere, including the RealReal. So they ended up selling it for $15. Once again, that's 80% off, and I will get $6, which literally might be breaking even or losing money. So that's annoying. Thanks a lot, Candy. Next up is this North Face zip up casual jacket, and that sold for $18, and I get $7.20. All of my North Face is in the bins, so that is totally fine. I don't really care what it sells for. Then these Vince low-rise skinny jeans. For some reason they capitalized the K in skinny. That's kind of odd. These sold for $13, which was 80% off, and I got $5.20. Next was this Vince striped collar button-up top. This ended up selling for $20, which was 60% off, and I'll get $8. I should have just sold this myself. I had it listed for a long time, and it had a decent amount of likes. I just had it too long, and every once in a while I get into this just like mode where I just send like everything to the RealReal that I know they'll take. That's what happened to this, and so yeah, they took it, and I didn't make very much money on it. I should have sold it myself. Next was this J brand mid-rise skinny jean, and it sold for $15, which was 70% off, and I got $6. J brand is always priced at $50, so only send it in if it's not moving for you. Next was this Theory striped tie neck top, and this sold for $18, which was 70% off, and I get $7.20. That was a bins find, so it doesn't really matter that it sold so low. Then this was an arbitrage purchase. This Prada Tessuto compact wallet sold for $106, which was 60% off, but I get $74.20 because I get that nice 70% chunk of that, and I will say I definitely did make a decent amount of money on that one. Then this Vince open front sweater sold for $40, and I will get $16. I believe that one was a bins find. It was not the cutest Vince piece that I've ever seen, but I still bought it to send to them. Next was this Oscar de la Renta Sequin skinny belt. I love sending them Oscar de la Renta. This sold for $47.50 and I will get 19 from it. I got that at a consignment store, I believe. Next was this David Meister V-neck knee-length dress, and this sold for $52 and I will get $20.80. That is another brand that I really like to send to them. They always take it and it always sells super fast. Obviously, it's not like you're making tons, but they do sell it really quick. Oh, and back to Oscar de la Renta. They only take the normal Oscar de la Renta line. They don't take Pink by Oscar de la Renta, or Pink Label, whatever it's called. They don't take O Oscar de la Renta. They don't take Oscar by Oscar de la Renta. It has to be like runway, high-end, expensive Oscar de la Renta. So if you find that, you can try sending it in. They also usually don't even take men's Oscar de la Renta. They're quite picky with it, but when they do take it, I love sending it in. Next up was the big reason behind my huge sales numbers for this month, and that is because they sold my Louis Vuitton mini Lock Me backpack. They actually sold this in under 24 hours and it sold for $2,100 and I will get $1,470 from it, which is actually probably very similar to what I paid for it. I do have a new Louis backpack that is more fitting for me. It's a better size, and so that's why I set this in. It is like absolutely stunning. It was my dream backpack, but it's just not big enough. And then another item from my own personal collection was this Givenchy color block pattern mock neck sweatshirt, and this sold for $265 and I got $185.50. So that was also mine. It was just like a windbreaker material and I didn't see a time that I would actually get any use out of that, and so I was like, hey, I'd rather have $200 in my pocket. So that's what happened there. Then they sold this Vera Wang silk knee-length dress for $58.50 and I will get $29.25. Escada wool pencil skirt sold for $10, which is 80% off. That's possibly my lowest sale I've ever had on here. And I will get $4, but that was definitely a bin find. I would never buy that anywhere else. Next was this pair of Cassidy glitter ankle boots, or as I call them, the elf boots. Like, look at these things. They literally look like they'd be worn in like Santa's workshop. They sold for $35 and gave me $14. If you do see Cassidy, spelled C-A-S-A-D-E-I, it is a very, very insanely expensive shoe brand. This is a super, super, super vintage piece from them, but their newer stuff, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. Like, look that brand up right now. I had never heard of it, but it's crazy expensive. And the last item that they sold in July of 2020 for me was this Ermenegilda Zegna corduroy notch lapel sport coat, and this sold for $45 and I'll be getting 18. So that is all that happened with me on the RealReal for July of 2020. As I said before, if you are interested in trying them out, I highly, highly recommend it. They're not telling me to say that. I just like love using the RealReal. I do recommend it, and if you're interested in being in my affiliate family tree, you can send me your first and last name and email and I can forward that to them and you can start consigning with them. That is all I have for you guys today. So stay tuned for a What Sold Saturday coming this Saturday and whatever else we have coming the next week. So thank you guys for watching and I will see you on Saturday. Bye.